up? BigHerc916. Positivity, motivation, never settle for average. You know, we do it over here. Man, Minnesota and the Somalis, they think they are above the law. They talk as though they're entitled. And man, everybody's been looking past them for so long. They done pulled off one of the biggest fraud schemes in history. Check it out.
$250 million fraud scheme. Already 77 people, many of them Somali immigrants, have been charged in one of the largest taxpayer-funded scams in U.S. history. Minnesota, home to the largest Somali community in America, has become the center of this massive investigation. This is the Feeding Our Future scandal, a pandemic-era scheme in which defendants allegedly stole over $250 million meant to provide meals for low-income children. Instead of feeding kids, prosecutors say the money went toward luxury homes, high-end cars, jewelry, overseas transfers, and an entire network of shell companies. According to the DOJ, the conspirators submitted fake invoices, fabricated meal counts, and even staged photos to make it look like they were serving millions of meals that never existed. In some cases, they claimed to feed more children than lived in entire neighborhoods. A federal jury found Amy Bach, the founder of Feeding Our Future, and Salim Ahmed Saeed guilty of conspiracy, bribery, wire fraud, money laundering. Federal officials say more arrests may still be coming.
So you got Minnesota Governor Tim Walz. Then you have Minnesota Congresswoman Ilhan Omar. Man, these clowns. You mean to tell me that he didn't know what was going on, that he wasn't a part of the scheme? They're saying that you can't get elected in Minnesota unless you have the backing of the Somalian people. If you have been looking at social media and watching what's going on in Minnesota, they've totally taken over, and they haven't assimilated into American culture. They basically brought their culture from Somalia over here. And for whatever reason, these individuals, and I don't like to group everybody into a mixing pot, but this is the thing that's different about these cultures that come over here and then they continue the same behavior they were doing in their country, is that they don't speak the language. They don't want to speak the language unless they have to. And then when they do, they keep themselves separate from the community and create their own community. Which, okay, if you want to have ties, but look, man, if I go to Somalia, I'm not over there running around with an American flag. If I go to Egypt, you're not running. If you want to become an Egyptian citizen or a Somalian citizen in Somalia, you take on whatever backing of that country. And so to come over here and, you know, when you have such a large group of people and you don't have any outside influence coming in, they're able to orchestrate frauds beyond belief. And the reason nobody said anything is because everybody was in on it. The governor, most likely the AG, the congresswoman, all these people. See, they put people in positions where you can get these different types of grants, feeding the homeless, feeding the community, fake pictures. And then they're sending money back to Somalia to fund whatever organizations over there, allegedly terrorist organizations. But these people are balling out of control. You mean to tell me you do anything wrong and it's a couple thousand, they want to send the Treasury Department or IRS or the government or the FBI. These guys were able to do 250 million. And that's not even talking about the autism program they were running. They said that was upwards over $500 million. And there's a paper trail for all this. So it's not like it's hard to find. You know, these people were doing it in plain sight. They weren't selling drugs. They were doing it from the government, getting the checks, driving G-Wagons, living in big houses, flossing, clowning, laughing. And they look at, you know, when they look at the black American, they don't even look at themselves. Don't think that these people, they don't look at themselves as black, man. They're Somalian and they're not American. They're Somalian. And that's what they'll tell you behind closed doors. They'll do their thing and they'll tell you, you're not a part of our culture. You're not getting in on the hustle. This is their hustle, and they've got it so ingrained in Minnesota that they went untouched for years. For years, man. How did that happen? Come on, man. Well, you're donating millions to somebody's campaign, millions to help fund this person become mayor, millions over here, sending money back, doing all these different things. If you're playing the game over there and you're in the fraud, everybody's eating. That's how they do it, man. They so worried about, running after the YNs and everybody else that these people, shit, they like, yeah, keep the attention over there while we keep getting our bag over here. All that shit is distractions, man. All distractions. And I can guarantee you that this fraud is not isolated. It's one of many in these different communities who have their own dialect, their own language, their own traditions that they don't let Americans get involved in, so they can continue to operate under a cloak, which you don't know what's going on. And these people, they think it's an entitlement. And it's like, not all Somalians. Well, I'm not saying just like not all blacks is the ends, but the ones who have been getting down and basically getting the EBT fraud, saying that you're not married and this and that, and you got, they said they have the highest amount of unwed Somalian mothers out there. You mean to tell me all of them, and they got all these kids? Where's the husbands? They're getting free money. This is, man, I'm telling you, they got it down to a science. Somebody has broken down. They probably have classes on how to commit fraud in America. And you come over here, you get to Minnesota, and within 3 years, you'll be balling. And they act like they're better. Oh, we came over here. You've been over here your whole life, and we're already, no, you're over here from doing crime. You're over here from pulling schemes. You ain't over here from busting ass. You ain't over here from putting in the work that built this country. Leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think. The Somalian shit, to me, is disgusting. When I hear about it, and it's Iman Omar married her brother for citizenship, man, get them the hell out of here. Deport their ass, man. Get them out. Get them out. I'm American. Get them out of here. Let me know what you think. What's up? BigHerc916, and never settle for average. Go to BigHerc916.com and pick you up one of the new hats on the website, or message me if you want one of the limited edition t-shirts. The popos are coming. I gotta hurry up and wash my ass. Go to BigHerc916.com, pick you up a bar of soap, and wash your ass, or else you're gonna be under arrest too. Oh shit.